All right, Dragons, I need for you to get these examples in your notes. After I finish these problems, I'm going to give you some to practice. This type of problem will be on your test. It involves slopes. It also involves proportions. And so here we go. It says find the value of x or y. In this case, there's a y, so that the line through the points has the given slope. All right, so we got to remember what slope is. Let's go back and just do a little review. Slope is the change in the y's. Some of you may remember that you subtract one y from the other. These subscripts simply say that these are two different y values, and then you subtract the corresponding x values in the same order. Okay, so some of y'all may have seen this before. Okay, and remember, this is the change in y and the change in x. Sometimes, myself included, I'll use the symbol delta. This is a Greek letter. It looks like a triangle, and well, it really is. But this Greek letter delta is talking about the change. How is it changing? Okay, so here's how I want you to do. We're going to do this. I'm going to kind of try to do it in a table format, and here's how I think is the best way to do these problems. You ready? Okay. So we have two ordered pairs, one that we know fully, -7, -4, no problem, and one where there's a missing part. So in this particular ordered pair, the y is missing. So that's what we're going to go on a quest for. So whatever ordered pair has something missing, okay, we're going to make a little xy table here. We're going to put that point in our xy table first. So I'm going to put 2, y first, and then the other guy goes second. Okay, so 2 and -7 are my two values of x, and something I don't know, this y, and then a 4 are going to be my other two y's. So now we're going to do our delta y over delta x. How is my y changing? How is my x changing? And here we go. So y's go on top. So we're going to subtract. We're going to subtract y minus 4. So y minus 4 goes there. And we're going to subtract the x's in the same order. So we're going to go 2 minus, be careful here, you're subtracting a -7. Okay? Use your calculator, or some of you know that 2 minus a -7 is actually 2 plus 7, so that's going to be 9. So after we do this, we have this funny looking fraction of y minus 4 over 9. Well, that's slope. That's a change in y over change in x. We know the slope in regular numbers is -8 over 9. So if this is the slope and so is this, they have to be equal. So after you find this funny looking fraction, I want you to take that funny looking fraction and I want you to set it equal to the slope that you're given. In this particular case, I'm going to put the negative up here with the 8 so that I have the same denominator. And so now we're simply going to cross multiply. Now, the fraction bar is a grouping symbol, so put parentheses around this, and we're going to multiply 9 times this group. So 9 times the group y minus 4 will be equal to, because it's a proportion, this is middle school math, and we're going to multiply 9 times -8. And hopefully by now this is starting to look familiar. We're going to distribute for 6 weeks. 9y minus 36 is going to be equal to -72. Calculator can check that, and we should be able to breeze through this, add 36 to both sides. There's a zero pair, so 9y is equal to -72 plus 36, which is 36. Divide both sides by 9. And 36 divided by 9, that means our missing part is going to be 4. So what is the missing ordered pair up here, missing coordinate up here? This guy right here is going to be a 4. Okay. All right. So hopefully you have that example down. Let's look at another one. Problem number 2. All right. same instructions. We're going to find the value of y. We're going to do one where we have a value of x here shortly. All right, so we're going to make our table, our xy table. You remember which one of these I'm going to put first? Put the one that has the missing part first. So negative 2y goes there, and then the other one will go there. And now we're going to find our slope, so we're going to subtract our y's. Put that on top, that's your rise, y minus 4 on top, and subtract your x's in the same order. Negative 2 minus 0 is just going to be negative 2. So now I have a funny looking fraction, and that's y minus 4 is equal to negative 2, or it's over negative 2. Alright, so what is this? It's the slope. It's the change in y over the change in x. Well, this is also the slope. So I'll set it equal. If they're both slopes, they're equal to each other. And so now I'm going to cross multiply. Now remember, that is a group. Fraction bar is a grouping symbol, so put parentheses around it and cross multiply. 2 times y minus 4 one way, and then cross multiply the other way, negative 2 times 3. Distribute, 2y minus 8 is equal to negative 6, and now you have a two-step equation, middle school math. Add 8 to both sides, 0 pair, 2y is equal to 2, and what do you know? Divide both sides by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So your missing part in this problem is going to be 1. Okay, there's 2 examples. You should have them in your notes. If not, please cue this video back up and get these examples in your composition book or in your notebook. All right, let's do one where we're finding x. We want to be fair, so let's find one where we have x. Same instructions, but now we're doing this one. So we have a line going through these 2 points, got a mystery coordinate, but we know the slope is a negative 1/4. All right, so let's make our xy table. Which one are we going to put first? The one with the missing part. So I'm going to put the x in the negative 4, and then the other one just goes directly underneath it. So now we're going to find our slope. That's the change in y. So a negative 4 minus a negative 7. Be careful on that. A lot of students mess this part up, and then it's just, well, handwriting practice after that. So this is negative 4 plus 7, so that's actually going to be a 3. And then over here, we're going to do x minus 7. So now we have a funny looking fraction, but this time we have our variable in the denominator. We really don't care where it is. It's a funny looking fraction, but it is the slope. So we'll take that slope, the funny looking slope, and set it to our, oops, that's the wrong slope, that's problem number 2, we're doing number 3. Bad video maker. Alright, so we're going to come over here and we're going to do this. That's equal to negative 1/4. Okay? And so what we'll do right here, actually, what I'm going to do in this particular case, I don't want the negatives to go to the x when I cross multiply, so I'm going to make that a positive and put the negative down here with the 4, and that way the negative will go with the 3, and it's actually going to work out a lot easier. So anytime you can have negatives avoiding your variable, it's all the better. So put parentheses around that. We're actually cross multiplying this way, so 1 times this. It's not going to change anything, and if I cross multiply the other way, I have 3 times negative 4. Distribute a 1, doesn't do anything. 3 times negative 4 is negative 12, and we have a cheesy problem. Just add 7 to both sides, and so my x coordinate in this problem is going to be a negative 5. So up here, this is x is going to be a negative 5. Okay, so go ahead and try this problem right now. Write it down, pause the video, and try it on your own, and then come back later, unpause the video, and check it out. Did you pause the video? Did you try this? Seriously, if you didn't try this, pause the video and try this. I know who you are. Not really. Alright, hopefully you gave this a good try here. So here we go. This is what I want you to do on all your problems. Make your xy. Alright, which one comes first? The one with the missing part. So 3y, negative 7, negative 4. Do your slope. Your slope is your change in y over your change in x. Alright, so let's do that. Let's do the change in y. That is y minus a negative 4. And let's do our change in x. That's 3 minus a negative 7. Alright, so again, anytime you subtract a negative, you're really adding. So this is going to be y plus 4. And over here, this is going to be 3 plus 7, which is 10. Funny looking slope. Alright, so that funny looking slope is going to be equal to this slope that's not so funny looking. Alright, so we want our negatives to avoid the variables, so I'm going to put the negative up here on the top. Okay. And now we can cross multiply. Okay. So 10 times y plus 4, and cross multiply the other way, it's going to be 10 times negative 3. Distribute 10y plus 40 is equal to negative 30. Subtract 40 from both sides. Make a zero pair. 10y is equal to negative 70. Divide both sides by 10. There's your missing coordinate. It is this right here. Alright, so if you would please now, I'm going to give you these problems. Okay. They work just like the examples I just did. Please try these and have these ready for next time. If you get stuck on this, re-cue the video, look and study the examples that I just did for you, follow them step by step, and I bet you can do this.